Most people spend their entire lives collecting things they don't need while losing the peace they desperately want. Your home is packed with items you never use, your mind races with endless worry, and somehow more stuff keeps making you feel emptier inside. Welcome back to Japanese Minimalism Tips. I'm Takumi Yamamoto, and today we're breaking free from the trap of too much. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button right now because we're about to transform how you see your space and your life.
The weight of too much. Walk into your home right now. Look around. How many things do you see that you haven't touched in months? That shirt hanging in your closet with tags still on? The kitchen gadget buried in a drawer? The stack of books you promised yourself you'd read someday? Your living space tells a story, and for most of us, it's a story of accumulation without intention. We buy because we're sad. We keep things because we might need them later. We hold onto items because throwing them away feels wasteful. But here's what nobody talks about. All this stuff is stealing your energy. Every extra item in your home is a tiny decision your brain has to process. Should I move this? Should I clean around it? Do I still need this? Your mind becomes as cluttered as your space. If you're nodding along, leave a comment below telling me which room in your house needs the most help. I read every single comment, and your stories inspire my future videos.
The Japanese way of less. For over 1,000 years, Japanese culture has understood something the modern world forgot. Beauty lives in simplicity. While the rest of the world chases more, Japan perfected the art of enough. This isn't about living like a monk or sleeping on the floor. Japanese minimalism is about creating space for what matters most. It's about surrounding yourself only with things that serve a purpose or spark joy in your heart. Let me share the 4 pillars that make Japanese minimalism different from anything else you've tried.
The power of empty space. In traditional Japanese homes, you'll notice something missing: clutter. There are wide open spaces between furniture, clean surfaces, room to breathe. This isn't because they can't afford more things. It's because they understand that empty space has power. When you create in your home, your mind follows. Less visual noise means less mental noise. Clear surfaces lead to clear thinking. Open space invites calm energy into your life.
Wabi-Sabi, finding beauty in imperfection. Your scratched wooden table isn't broken, it's beautiful. That faded photograph isn't damaged, it's full of memories. Wabi-Sabi teaches us to love things as they age and change. This philosophy stops the endless cycle of replacement. Instead of always wanting the newest, shiniest version of everything, you learn to appreciate what you already own. That chipped coffee mug becomes precious because it holds the story of countless peaceful mornings. Danshari, the art of letting go. Danshari gives you a simple system for deciding what stays and what goes. It breaks down into 3 steps that will change how you see your possessions forever. Refuse. Stop bringing things into your life that don't serve you. Discard. Remove items that no longer have value. Separate. Let go emotionally from things tied to guilt or old versions of yourself. Kaizen is the Japanese philosophy of implementing small incremental changes over a long period of time. The biggest mistake people make with minimalism is trying to declutter their entire house in one weekend. Kaizen teaches us that tiny, consistent actions create lasting transformation. 5 minutes of tidying today, 10 items donated tomorrow, 1 surface cleared this weekend. These small acts build momentum without overwhelming your schedule or energy. Before we continue, smash that like button if you're ready to try these principles in your own home. It really helps the channel reach more people who need to hear this message. The 10 habits that will change everything. Let me walk you through 10 specific habits that will gradually transform both your living space and your inner peace.
These aren't radical changes. They're gentle shifts that honor the way you actually live.
Habit 1. Create one sacred space. Choose one surface in your home, maybe your nightstand or kitchen counter. Clear it completely. Now, add back only 1 or 2 items that you truly love. A special book, a small plant, a meaningful photo. Notice how this clear space makes you feel. Your eyes rest there instead of jumping around looking for somewhere to land. This is Ma in action, and it's the foundation for everything else.
Habit 2. Practice the 5-minute rule. Every morning, spend just 5 minutes tidying one small area. Not cleaning, tidying. Put things back where they belong. Clear one surface. Delete 10 emails. File a few papers. This is Kaizen, small actions that compound over time. In a month, you'll be amazed at how much lighter your space feels. In 3 months, this habit becomes automatic. Habit 3, shop your own home first. Before buying anything new, walk through your house first. Do you already own something that could serve the same purpose? Can you repurpose an item you've forgotten about? This habit trains your brain to see abundance where you once saw lack. You'll discover treasures you already own while saving money and reducing clutter. Habit 4. Embrace one in, one out. When something new enters your home, something old must leave. Buy a new shirt, donate an old one. Bring home a book, pass along one you finished reading. This simple rule prevents accumulation while keeping your space in balance. Your home becomes a flowing river instead of a stagnant pond. Habit 5. Love your imperfect things. Instead of replacing that scratched furniture or faded curtains, choose to see their beauty. These imperfections tell the story of your life. They're proof that your home is lived in and loved. Wabi-Sabi saves money, reduces waste, and quiets the voice in your head that's always finding fault with what you have. Drop a comment below and share one imperfect item in your home that you're choosing to love instead of replace. Let's celebrate our beautifully imperfect spaces together. Habit 6. Quality over quantity, always. When you do need to buy something, invest in one excellent item instead of several cheap ones. This applies to everything: clothes, tools, furniture, even food. Quality items last longer, work better, and often cost less in the long run. They also bring more satisfaction because you can feel the difference every time you use them. Habit 7. Simplify your schedule. Your calendar is just as important as your closet. Look at your weekly commitments and find one thing you can remove. A meeting that could be an email, a social event you don't actually enjoy, a hobby that has become an obligation. Creating space in your schedule creates space in your mind. You'll have time to breathe, think, and enjoy the life you're building. Habit 8. Curate your digital life. Your devices need decluttering too. Unsubscribe from emails that stress you out. Delete apps you never use. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. A clean phone and computer support a clear mind. You'll spend less time scrolling and more time living. Habit 9. Practice monotasking. Do one thing at a time with your full attention. Eat without checking your phone. Work without multiple browser tabs open. Have conversations without distractions. This habit declutters your attention. Instead of spreading your focus thin, you give yourself fully to each moment. Life becomes richer and more satisfying. Habit 10. Release something monthly. Once a month, let go of something that's weighing you down. Maybe it's a physical item you're keeping out of guilt. Maybe it's a digital file taking up space. Maybe it's a worry you've been carrying. Write about what you're releasing and why. This creates a ritual around letting go, making minimalism feel intentional and meaningful. The real benefits of living with less. When you adopt these habits, the changes reach into every corner of your life. Your home becomes easier to maintain because there's simply less stuff to manage. You spend less money because you buy only what you need and love. Your stress levels drop because visual clutter no longer overwhelms your brain. Decision-making becomes easier when you have fewer options to choose from. You sleep better in a calm, organized bedroom. But the deepest benefit is freedom. Freedom from the pressure to keep up with trends. Freedom from guilt about unused purchases. Freedom from the constant mental noise of too much stuff. You discover that happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from appreciating what you already have.
Your minimalist journey starts now. If this video has inspired you to start your own minimalist journey, show your support by subscribing to Japanese Minimalism Tips and hitting that notification bell. I share new videos every week with practical tips for living more intentionally. Remember, this isn't about creating a perfect Instagram-worthy home overnight. It's about making small, consistent choices that honor what matters most to you. Start with one habit. Clear one surface. Spend 5 minutes tidying. Choose one imperfect item to love. These tiny actions plant seeds that will grow into a completely transformed life. Japanese minimalism teaches us that we don't need more space, more time, or more money to live better. We just need to remove what doesn't belong so the good stuff has room to shine. Share this video with someone who could use more peace in their life. Tag them in the comments below and let them know you're starting this journey together. Having support makes all the difference. The question that will guide you forward is simple but powerful. What can I release today to make room for what truly matters? Ask yourself this question as you move through your home, plan your week, and make decisions about what deserves your time and energy. Trust that every item you donate, every commitment you decline, and every moment you choose presence over distraction is building the life you actually want to live. You're not just organizing your stuff, you're designing your happiness. Welcome to the beautiful practice of Japanese minimalism. Your peaceful, purposeful life is waiting. Thanks for watching Japanese Minimalism Tips. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore how to apply these principles to your wardrobe. Until then, remember, less is always more.